Keith, as our forecast, the clouds moved in slowly across the day today, and it seems like this is kind of where we're at for a little stretch here.
Which is great.
Some
Which is
showers,
great.
yeah, some showers. Today was a little bit more summery, I thought, especially along the coast. We got into the upper
warm.
70s. I meant to check to see if we got to 80 because we were in the upper 70s. Then clouds came in, then some showers. Something about that's more summery than even
Felt
these,
like the afternoon.
Yeah, like, oh yeah, some
system.
pop-up stuff there. Not a ton of total rain here, guys, but something. Wetting the ground along the coastline and inland earlier today as well, but most of that has moved offshore with the exception of down East Maine where there will be another hour or two of that precipitation around. If we zoom out, though, there's not a ton left here, just a couple of sprinkles back into New Hampshire and Vermont and upstate New York. And so that's our night, a scattered shower chance, but certainly nothing all that significant as far as rainfall goes tonight. And you can see most of that moving offshore. This is probably just a tad fast with that. It's a theme for this model, it seems like, recently. Otherwise, it's largely cloudy over southern Maine, partly cloudy over central and northern Maine. And tomorrow, I think we certainly will see a decent amount of clouds, but a lot of these are likely high, thin clouds, and so it's not mostly cloudy. Our cloudiest parts will be over southern and western Maine. Temperatures in the 60s. You can see maybe an isolated sprinkle here. I'm not sure this model's trying to drive at maybe a little bit of drizzle in a few spots, but I don't think there's a lot of total rain tomorrow either. Many of us are able to stay dry, but it's a bit more gloomy and temperatures are in the 60s. It's Thursday, we have a better chance of significant rain. And again, this might be a tiny bit fast, this particular model, bringing the rain in at 6 a.m. But I do think over York County, especially and back into New Hampshire, the rain's there to start on Thursday morning, and then it moves from southwest to northeast during the day on Thursday. Our heaviest chances here for some downpours will be in the early evening hours on Thursday. Now, this model has it right through Wiscasset back to Laconia, but certainly could be north or south of there. There'll be an axis of some heavier downpours through Thursday night into early Friday, and then we clear out in time for Friday. So total rainfall, the European and the GFS models have the generally same idea, right? The Euro has a couple of more bullseyes there, but the idea is around 1 inch of rain, which will not be enough certainly to erase this drought. But I would argue anytime you can get any rain in a pattern like this, you're going in the right direction, broadly at least. That's kind of it, though. Friday turns out to be a decent day with a pop-up shower in the mountains and a little bit warmer, and then the weekend looks good. Saturday is mostly sunny, and then Sunday I really like. We have temperatures in the upper 70s, perhaps some low 80s, and probably we're pretty dry at least through mid next week, if not beyond, kind of back into that pattern here. So I played it a little bit cooler than it may end up in the 80s on Sunday. We'll see how that is, but you can't promise it and take it away. So we'll 78 for right now. And again, as far as total rainfall goes, about 1 inch. Obviously, that's not the deficit that we have, but it's still better than ripping off another week of dry weather. And weekend is great. Another thing to note, guys, those overnight, we got down to the 30s, a couple even 20s last weekend. That's not in this forecast. So that was a little bit of a tease, and then we're back to a little bit more normal.
Okay. Sounds good. Thanks.
Keith,